Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are running around in the deserts of Arizona dove hunting once again. We came out the other day and that ended with a flat tire, so that wasn't as good, but we are back today. It is evening time after work. We got just ourselves, the 20 gauge, pockets full of shells, and a water bottle. We are just gonna walk around, see what we can't drum up here this fine evening. Stay tuned. Let's see how we do. I have hunted this general patch of desert quite a bit, but I've never hunted exactly right here. There's a good water hole just to my right over there. When I got there, somebody had already beat me to it, so somebody must have got off work a little earlier than I did and got here. So right now we're just boots on the ground, exploring around. It's a little bit early for their, big evening flight. We've also had a lot of rain recently, which might have kind of thrown off their migration here, but at the end of the day, we are out doing the thing, so we will see how it goes. Right up here, there's a really, really big wash with a ton of, I call it vegetation. You could call them trees, shrubs, whatever you want to call these plants out here in the desert. Whatever you want to define them as, but there's a bunch up here, so maybe we'll go wander around in here and see if we can't kick some up before the evening here. Well, we made it to our wash. Nothing too exciting has popped off so far. But the evening is young, ladies and gentlemen. They probably aren't really going to start moving for another 20 to 30 minutes anyways. So right now, like I say, just covering ground, exploring some territory. This is definitely, kind of where I see them a lot of cover, big wash, water not too far away in multiple directions. So overall, it's checking the boxes of where I would, assume there would be some doves out here, but you never know. We'll find out. Well, we've heard our first shots. There's another one. Seen a couple birds up in the air. They're all this way, so we're going to move on this way. Once we move this way, they'll all be behind us, but that's okay. Start working our way over here. They're probably working down the big wash, I would imagine. So let's get over there. Two coming right at us right here. Got one. Well, fellas, since that one, I haven't had any luck, and I can't find that thing to save my life. I covered all kinds of ground. I can't find his feathers. I can't find him at all. But there's some shooting going on to our right here, so it seems like we're in the wrong spot. I don't want to get up too close on these guys, but get over this way a little bit. One headed right at us again. Right here. I cannot believe I missed that first shot. Holy smokes. Definitely are not seeing the numbers of birds out in this area that we did last year. I think the rain might have messed with their migration pattern a little bit, and also I just don't think it's been that cold up north. Like I said, we are in Arizona. As you can tell, it is very much the desert. So we're very, very dependent on this whole migration. We have actually a later season in November that correlates with quail season, which is always a lot of fun. But yeah, I just don't think the ones that were here might have boogied with all the rain, and a lot of them probably just haven't come down this far yet. Here comes one right at us too. Here we go. I am off today, fellas. Whew. Should have had 3 birds right there. Well, boys and girls, after that little episode we had, our spots kind of ran dry here. Nothing's really up and about. I'm just going to mosey back over this way. The truck and everything is kind of off yonder here towards that water hole. Big storm rolling in over there. That looks like it'll be interesting. Even though I'm not shooting with the darn, it's still good to be out and about. Here having fun, chasing some birds around, getting the steps in. Could be worse. Could heat up here any time now, though. You never know with the doves. What a lucky lipper in here, boys. A good old Zimbabwe. That's what we're missing. Got a good little spot carved out. We were on that side. These guys have got a lot of shooting up by the water hole. They're on the other side of the bank. Plenty of cover. Got another fellow that just rolled up over there. So I'm just going to kind of work my area this way. We scraped one. Good heavens. We've managed to make a small evening out of it, boys. Nothing too incredible. Here comes two more. We got to get at least one here. Those are not doves. Well, we've got about 20 minutes left. I think we've got 3 or 4 in the pouch here. We're in no danger of shooting a limit tonight. Probably not going to get much more, but we made a little bit of an evening out of it, all things considered. 3 or 4 is enough for me to eat at least. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it. We have reached our cutoff time. We ended up with 5 birds in the bag. Could be worse, could be better. Overall, like I said, plenty for me to eat. Thanks for watching. We are close to 1,000 subscribers. So, if you like what you see and you'd like to see more of it, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing a lot of running around in the desert this year. Thanks, folks.